What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new story. Today we have a story of a kid in the subscribers class who keeps on bragging about how he has a real job, but he's just a Discord moderator. But then the kids and the subscriber in the subscribers class learn that the Discord mod has a girlfriend slash kitten slash whatever cringe thing you want to call it. And let's just say that it is a very sus situation. It is very, very Chris Hansen-y, if you're catching my drift without YouTube being big mad at me. So yeah, with that being said, leave a like in the video to claim your free nothing, and let's jump right into the story. So there's a kid in Aiden's class who we're legitimately just going to call him the Discord mod. I'm not even going to give him a name. I'm just simply going to call him the Discord mod. And here's the thing. No disrespect to the Discord mods in general, because I have a Discord server and some really great people mod that staff. But there's definitely a certain characteristic, like you can, when I say Discord mod to you kind of have an image that pops into your head. So whatever image that pops into your head, make them even worse, and then multiply that by 7, and you have the Discord mod in this story. So anyways, there's a kid who comes into class every single day. He wears the exact same anime hoodie, he wears the same outfit every single day. He has this stained, greasy, kind of like crusty at this point, so it's like kind of like stiff because it's so crusty and gross anime hoodie that he legitimately wears every single day. And the thing is, right, since the crust and the grease and the slime, it just never leaves the hoodie, people have just kind of come to the conclusion that the Discord mod has just never washed the hoodie. And then he also wears the same slides with no socks every single day. And let me just say, those dogs are barking. And these are some sickly, gross dogs that are barking right now, dude. Like, it is really, really bad. So anyways, this kid comes in every single day. And one day, he sits down. And this is before anyone knows, like, really that he's a Discord mod. I mean, they probably guessed it by, like, some other reasons. They weren't surprised by it, is all I'm trying to say. But I don't know if they guessed it, right? So he sat down one day. He's like, what's up? Also, yeah, I always make all the guys I find annoying in these stories Cartman voices. It's just how it is, right? He's like, wow, it's so hard to be so responsible sometimes. And, like, at this point, Aiden, the subscriber, and a few other kids are sitting around him, and they're kind of just like, what? And he's like, it's so hard to be responsible sometimes, man. I'm so mature and responsible. And they're all just like, okay, this kid is obviously baiting us into asking, oh, why are you so mature and responsible? And then just allowing him to go on some kind of probably like tirade of, how he's better than everyone or something. Very standard spoiled kid Discord mod behavior. You already know how it goes, right? But they kind of look at him. And Aiden is not giving him an ounce of satisfaction, so he doesn't say anything. And so the Discord mod's like, it's so difficult to be mature and have a job. And at this point, Aiden was like, oh, did he, like, start working at the local CVS or something? Or what's the word with that, bro? Like, what? He's like, yeah. And at this point, like, Aiden's actually kind of curious what the job is. He's like, oh, what's your job? He's like, oh, I'm a full-time Discord mod. It's very difficult. And let me just say for a second, no disrespect to any of the mods on my server. They've had to deal with a lot of crap, and I'm never there on purpose because it's Discord. I can't show up, right? I can't do that. I'm sorry, guys. But they deal with a lot of garbage, so shout out to them, and it is very difficult. However, they're not going around being like, oh my god, I'm so mature. I have a real job. It's called being a Discord mod for 7 servers. Like, no, bro, they're not doing that. They're actually, like, they are real people that actually exist, unlike this kid he's not a person, bro. Man, it's just a full-on clown. But you'll understand why I'm going so hard on him in a little while. I mean, I kind of gave you an idea in the beginning of the video why I'm not a fan of this guy. But anyways, he's like, yeah, I have to mod 6 Discord servers. It's very difficult. I spend a lot of time, like at least 20 minutes every day, doing my Discord. It is such a difficult job. And at this point, Aiden's like, oh, so do you get paid? Just because he knew that the Discord mod kid definitely did not get paid. Sorry to my staff. I'm still not paying you. Anyways, you'll get a union if you'd like. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Anyways, right? So, Aiden's like, oh, so do you get paid? You're like, well, no, but I mean, do volunteer firefighters get paid in money? No. They get paid in respect. And I am respected around those Discord communities. And Aiden looks at him. He's like, oh, so they respect you for being a Discord mod? He's like, exactly. When I walk into the general chat, they all bow down to me because I have the power to mute them. Not permanently ban them, but I can kick them temporarily. And they don't want to mess with me. So when I come in, they all bow down to me and they understand one thing about respect. And that it is must be served up. They're all kind of just looking at this kid like, bro. He needs to chill out, bro. So they're all kind of like, Aiden and his friends are kind of like, oh, so you got a lot of respect around here. And the Discord's mod's like, yeah, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. I just got a lot of people respect the work I do. It's really difficult. Not anyone could be a Discord mod, bro. And Aiden's like, okay, cool. Like, I'm sure that respect will translate to around here. And he's like, and then the Discord mod's like, yeah, I'm already, like, noticing little things. Like, people are looking at me, and it's, definitely not the stain on his shirt that's been there for a month. Oh, it's definitely like, oh, I think they're just looking at me and they're like, whoa, I wish I could be that guy. And Aiden and his friends are like, okay, sure. That's cool. All right. Yeah, but okay, so the next day comes around and the Discord mod continues to talk about how he is so mature and he has a job. However, it's funny. The Discord mod was sitting in the back corner of the room where Aiden and his friends sat that day. The next day he comes in and he sits in the middle of the room to the left, where a different group of people normally sit down. And Aiden and his friends legitimately heard him say word for word, bar by bar, like exactly what he said yesterday. Be like, oh my God, I'm so mature right now. They're all like, what? The kids up there are like, bro, what? He's like, oh, dude, I have a job because I'm an adult and I understand that adults just got to have jobs, bro. And they're all like, what? They're like working at the mall or something? He's like, no, I'm a Discord moderator for 6 servers. And they're all like, okay, I wouldn't call that a job. He's like, yes. And they're like, okay, do you get paid? He's like, no, but I get paid in respect. On all those servers, they fear me. And look, and the next day comes around, and Aiden and his friends are sitting back there, and he sees the Discord mod sit at the front of the class, is now talking with a group of girls, and Aiden just can't help himself, so he goes up to the front of the classroom to sharpen his pencil, but he literally, like, rotates the pencil sharpener at, like, 1 rotation per minute, because he just wants to hear exactly what's happening. So the Discord mod sits in the front of the class, where all the girls are, and he's like, hey, girls, what's good? And they're like, hello? What? He's like, oh, man, it sucks being so mature all the time. And they're all kind of just like, what are you saying? Like, I just don't understand. And he's like, oh, man, I'm just so worn out from my job that I have. They're all like, okay. He's like, do you want to hear what your job is? They didn't even ask. They're just like looking for the person who asked on this one. Oh, wow, he doesn't exist. No, but they're like, okay, I guess. By the way, if someone responds to you, okay, I guess, and they add in the I guess, that literally means no, bro. That means they're really not trying to hear or do or agree to or whatever they responded to you with. Take that as a no, basically. Or take that as the most reluctant yes. They're like a yes because they probably have to, but a no if they had a choice. Whenever someone says I guess after okay, you already know you're in the dog park at that point. But anyways, he's like, yes, I have a job and it is moderating 6, count them, 6, and he puts up 5 fingers, which, genius right there, 6 Discord servers. And they're all kind of looking at him like, what's a Discord server? And the Discord kid literally, like, falls over in his chair laughing, like, oh my God, guys, they don't know what a Discord server is. Like, do you guys not even join your communities of interest? Do you not even, like, join the TV shows that you watch that may or may not be My Little Pony as well as me? And you don't join the Discord servers to figure out, like, the other people of interest? Oh, my God, guys. Laughing point. Yeah, turns out that no one was laughing and pointing with the Discord mod because, believe it or not, most of them had a healthy social life. Not saying if you're on Discord 24/7, you don't have a healthy social life. But I'm also not saying that you do. So feel free to join my Discord server, but spend like 20 minutes or less per day. Just healthy rule of thumb. Just make sure you're getting out there. If I have to teach a lesson to the masses, go outside. Grass is green. Grass is good. Fresh air is good. Meet some people outside if possible. Human interaction is pretty important. Just a little word of advice. But anyways, the next day happens. And the Discord mod has already made his runs like around the place, explaining to everyone how he's so mature because he has a job or whatever. And this is where things start to go really, really, really south. Really, 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 really south, right? It just gets really suspect because these kids were juniors and the Discord mod had repeated the grades several times, which is fine. Sometimes you need more time to figure things out. However, this means that the Discord mod had turned 18 like a month ago. So he was officially an adult. So yeah, this is where the story starts to turn a little bit south. So anyways, one day the Discord mod comes in and he sits down next to Aiden and his friends. And Aiden and his friends are looking at him like, what's good, bro? Do you have to tell us about how mature you are again for moderating Discord servers? Because we've already heard the shtick, bro. We've already heard it. I don't think we need to hear it again. We got it. I understand. He's like, no. Hi, guys. Are you guys single and sad? You look very single and sad, Aiden. And Aiden did just happen to break up with his girlfriend 2 weeks ago. So he's like, well, actually, matter of fact, yes. Very recently. Aiden doesn't even know why he admitted to that because it's literally just giving the Discord mod more fuel that he definitely does not need. But he's like, oh, that's a shame because I've been in a long-term relationship for a while now. And she's beautiful. She is beautiful. Oh, yeah. And they're all kind of just looking at this kid. Discord mod's just like singing in a corner. Like, what was that song? Oh, no. The song is I'm Beautiful no matter what you say. I thought it was like that was supposed to be, I don't know. Anyways, sorry, guys. Discord mod can't break out into song anymore. But Discord mod was like talking about how he's got that like, oh, my God. She's so beautiful, guys. Yeah. And they're all like, oh, like, tell me about her. He's like, okay, she's my kitten. And they're all like, oh, cringe. No. Okay, so just another word of advice from the Connor Pugs channel. Don't call someone your kitten. That's fucking weird, bro. Stop. I never swear in the channel. I only swear when it's serious, and that is serious. Don't call anyone that, okay? Okay? Anyways. Yeah, so he's like, yeah, she's my kitten, bro. We've been together for so long. It's so great. And they're all kind of like, some of them started to raise some eyebrows. They're like, for so long? Like, how old is, what is the average age range of the people in your servers? He's like, oh, like 13 to 16. And they're all like, the Rock meme where it's like that explosion sound effect and he raises his eyebrow. Insert that right there, right? And they're like, oh, where did you meet your kitten? He's like, oh, in one of my Discord servers. Insert Rock eyebrow emoji or eyebrow meme with explosion sound effect again. And they all started looking at each other like, hey, yo, Chris Hansen. Yeah, but anyways, they're all kind of looking at each other. And he's like, yeah, she's pretty great. And they're like, oh, how old is she? And he's like, that is private information. I'm not going to talk to my kitten. They're all like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. And Aiden looks at his friends. And the Discord mod eventually gets up and sits somewhere else to brag about his quote-unquote kitten, right? And Aiden talks to his friend. He's like, dude, we might actually have a crime on our hands. Like, this is, like, serious, bro. Like, we need to investigate. Like, we need to, like, go in and try and investigate this stuff, because what? What is happening right now? Yeah, so sure enough, the Discord mod is sitting there, and, he leaves his computer to go up to use the bathroom for the next 6 hours, because all he eats is Cheetos all day, so his bathroom trips are half of his life. But anyways, while he's off at the bathroom, Aiden and his friends sit down at his laptop, and, like, they see it, and they're like, okay, like, it's open, like, there's no password, because the thing is, he just left it unaccounted for. So they all sit down, and they're like, oh, God, it reeks over here. And I shouldn't say reeks, because that has a different connotation. It smells so bad over here. Oh, my God. Oh, God, what is this? And they sit down, and, like, Aiden's like, dude, I'm not touching this keyboard. You look at the keyboard, it is literally 50% keyboard, 50% gamer grime, grease, and Cheeto dust. It is the most disgusting thing ever. It is exactly what you expect a Discord mod keyboard to look like. 1-for-1, matches up 100%. If you saw this keyboard, you would have been like, okay, he definitely moderates at least one Discord server. Like, at least one Discord server he moderates, at a minimum, right? So, they're like, okay. They go open his Discord account. There's like 1,000 notifications. They're like, oh my God, like, we're never going to find this out. And they kind of, like, quickly glance through the names or run the cursor over the names to see who's texting. And that's when they see Kitten, heart, and they're like, oh my God, this is definitely her. So they type in it, they open it up, and she's like, hey, Mr. Moderator, I was wondering if you wanted to have a movie night tonight. I don't know, that's the best voice I could give. And so they're basically like, they find this, like, they scroll, they find this person's profile, right? And they click it, right? And they copy down the information. And after copying down the information, they start scrolling through the messages. And one of Aiden's friends, is sent on hall duty, basically to make sure that the Discord mod, when he's coming back, like, from the bathroom, which could be centuries for all the Cheetos he eats, and no water, drinks no fluids except, Red Bull and Cheetos. His diet exists on that, so he basically just goes to the bathroom for 7 hours per day. But anyways, when the Discord mod comes back, one of Aiden's friends will see it and then run back in the class and be like, go, so you don't get caught. Anyways, Aiden is scrolling up, trying to find anything incriminating, but unfortunately his friend runs back. He's like, he's coming back. Must have just had to go pee. So, like, Aiden, like, exits out, stands up, and they all go back to where they're sitting. And the Discord mod sits down, starts typing away. The thing is, though, Aiden got the contact information for the Discord's mod's quote-unquote Discord kitten, right? So the idea is he's going to go add this person and just ask some information, some very basic information. Say he's a friend of the Discord mod. So anyways, Aiden and his friends, they go back home, and today is a Friday. So they go back home, and they were planning to have, like, a get-together anyways. So they decide that they will be Chris Hansen. They will be Takeshi O Spaghetti-O word, right? That's their job today. And they take it with pride. So they sit down, and they create a Discord profile together. And they try and be like, okay, what possibly could I make this, right? And, another thing I forgot to say that they got information from, they checked, like, the 6 Discord servers that he was in, and they found the one that she was in so that they could add her naturally and pretend that they are friends or whatever, right? So, yeah, anyways, they make this profile, and it's like they're in a, I don't know, some kind of, like, specific anime something, which is fine. You can like what you want. I'm not bashing that at all. But they were in a very specific, like, anime show one, and so they make the profile pic, and they make the profile pic like the main character from the anime or whatever, and they join that Discord server. And they see at the top of moderators, it's like the Discord mod is very intimidating. Oh my God, guys. They all have so much respect for me because I'm a moderator in this server. Yeah, but anyways, they eventually find his quote-unquote kitten, right? And they talk to her in chat. They're like, hey, I'm new here. I was wondering if you would like to talk about whatever, right? And she's like, oh, yeah, sure. I'd like to talk about this anime or whatever. What do you want to talk about? Something like that. I don't know. And she's all like, they're all like having a conversation. The whole idea is they're going to make this guise of friendship so that they will eventually be like, oh, oh, can you add me on a oh, no, that's her voice. Oh, can you add me on a private chat? And she'd be like, okay, sure. And then they'd be like, how old are you, by the way? I'm 14. Just like that, because that's how we handle serious situations like that. Explosion noises. Anyways, so yeah, that's the plan. And let me just say that there's a massive plot twist. Not only the fact that, you know, it's a little suspect, but there's a massive plot twist. This is one of the best stories I've ever received. So you definitely want to stick around and hear this out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying right now. Anyways, if you made it this far into the video, comment Discord down below. That'll be the secret word of the day. I'll try and heart a bunch of comments to say it, but I can't really guarantee too much because I got a lot to do today. But either way, comment that down below. And also make sure that you, or if you prefer listening to these on Spotify, I have a Spotify link down below. All the stories are being re-uploaded on there now. And also TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. TikTok is where I repost my short videos. And then also Instagram and Twitter where you can submit your own stories. They'll be linked down below. And finally, the best way to support the channel is two things. First, finish watching this video all the way to the end, which the ending is pretty great, so I bet you'd want to do that either way. And then after you're done, go ahead and watch another story video. Like just watching another one after this one signals to YouTube that, you know, the channel's doing well, helps us reach new people. And a super easy way to do that is the Storytime playlist in the pinned comment down below. Makes it real easy to watch these videos. Anyways, let's get back to the story. So Aiden and his friends, they make the profile account and they log into the Discord and they find the Discord mod's quote-unquote kitten, right? And they talk to her and they're talking about like anime or some crap, right? And eventually they're like, oh, hey, like they send a friend request and she accepts it. So they start talking privately, right? They start first of all talking about like anime or whatever. And then eventually they get around to the asking of the age. And she's like, oh, I'm 15. Uh-oh, Mr. Discord mod. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, so anyways, they're like, oh, okay. And they pretend that, like, they're going to keep on with the conversation, and they're pretending like, okay, whatever, like, we're just going to pretend like nothing very shocking just happened. We're going to pretend like we didn't have a shocking revelation of just a little bit of truth, right? We're just going to pretend like we didn't hear that. We're just going to pretend like that just didn't happen. Yeah, they basically end the conversation after that because they have all the information that they need. And they sit down, and they're like, what do we do? Like, what are we going to do about this? Like, the kids at school need to know. And Aiden and his friends are like, I just don't know what to do about this, right? So they call up one of their friends. That someone that is also in their class, but they're not as close with. And this is where the craziest plot twist of the story happens. So they're sitting down, and they're talking with this friend, and they basically are like, dude, they're like, I knew the Discord mod was like weird and stinky, but he's also like a weirdo too. Like, look at this. And his friend is like, okay. And he's like, I don't know if I should, you know what? It's going to come out anyways, so I might as well tell you. They're all like, what? Because at this point, they're like, you know about this? And he's like, yes. Like, did you know that the Discord mod and his kitten have never showed their faces to each other before? And at this point, Aiden, wait, did I call the main guy Aiden? Yeah, Aiden's like, wait, how do you know that? He's like, you also know that, you know, the Discord mod has never FaceTime with this girl. They'd never seen each other before. He's also never video called with her, never voice called. They've only typed. They've never spoken. They've never seen each other. And they're all just kind of like, dude, how do you know these things? Like, do you know these people, like, personally? Are you close personal best friends with the Discord mod? Like, how do you know this? And basically, the friend of Aiden and his friends goes on to say, do you ever think that, you know, this kitten wasn't actually who you think she is? And they're like, wait a minute. And he's like, do you ever think that this kitten isn't even a she? They're like, wait a minute. He's like, yeah, I think you guys caught on, but I set up the Discord mod to see, and I made it very clear my age and who I was as this kitten, right? This is a honeypot, bro. This is a trap. And I've been planning to come out with this information on Monday when you get back. Everyone's like, yo! Yeah, so basically this kid in Aiden's class had been very found the Discord mod very interesting and just wanted to see if, like, he would fall for such a thing. And, yeah, he did fall for such a thing. And he apparently, right, the friend of Aiden goes on to explain that he's made it clear a billion times that his character that he played was 15, right? That was not 18, had quite a range from him, right? Made it very abundantly clear, did not, like, he was the one who started talking to her. He came on to her, right? He made it very clear that he was 15 a billion times, just so that, like, when the chat logs came out, the chat logs came out. And basically, right, he explained to Aiden and his friends that on Monday he was going to start telling people, revealed that the kitten that the Discord mod was, like, bragging about was actually him pretending to be a 15-year-old. So, yeah. Let me just say that that was the most craziest night they've ever had, having that revelation. I'm just like, oh my God, like, wow. So, yeah. Monday comes around, and a word gets around school so freaking quickly. Like, it is the quickest thing that gets around school. Like, basically, this kid just tells people and says, hey, tell everyone else. Like, make this spread. And he also sends, like, these, like, screenshots or whatever and all that kind of stuff. And they get into class, and the Discord mod is sitting there, and everyone's, like, turned around looking at him with this, like, this look, right? And he's just like, what's up, guys? Watch good. Look, he doesn't know yet. So he starts bragging about his girlfriend again. And it is the most awkward, uncomfortable thing because Aiden knows that everyone else knows all the details that he knows. So they're all like, oh, really? Like, someone responds because he's like, oh, yeah, my girlfriend and I are so tight. And someone's like, oh, you guys are so tight? Someone from, like, the front of the room's like, oh, you're so tight? Then how old is she? And he's like, dude, I'm not going to reveal her private information. That's like asking for her social security number, bro, or her address. Like, I'm not going to do that. You're definitely a weirdo who's going to, like, dox her or something. And they're like, oh, really? Really? And, like, the whole class is so tense or whatever. So eventually, the friend of Aiden who made the fake account to expose the Discord mod goes, this is the plan the whole time, but goes to the front office, goes to the front desk, basically explains everything. And the administration looks it over. It needs to be kind of walked through, like, what is Discord? What is a fake account? Are you sure this wasn't him knowing that you were pulling a funny prank on him? Eventually, they're like, oh my God, this is actually kind of bad. So yeah, they went to the administration with all this information. And eventually the administration actually comes to the conclusion that, this kid is a risk to have in their school. So, yeah, eventually they asked the Discord mod to come to the front of the office, right? You can hear it on the loudspeaker. It's like, Discord mod, come to the front office or whatever. And from what Aiden has been told, because obviously he wasn't there, but from what he was told, is the Discord mod was basically told, like, hey, man, you gotta go. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it, do it.